I did a little bit of research because I like to be prepared, and I want to say like I broke out the encyclopedias and did a whole bunch of reading, but I went back through and
So wait. Are you saying that there's a thing that is an encyclopedia still, or
yeah. I mean that reference might not make sense to people when they may have to Google encyclopedia, which is
you're
a funny
definitely
phrase.
showing your age at this point.
The encyclopedia salesman came to the door and I was like, "We don't need those, sir. We have the internet now."
Yeah.
And so, but I watched some videos that I'd previously seen by Bob Proctor that specifically talk about the subject we're going to cover today, which is paradigms. And it brought back all these old emotions and kind of these old revelations. And I was like, I know I've heard that before, but hearing it again really cements it.
Oh, yeah. And, before we dive into what a paradigm is, this is something that I would talk to people about when I was first learning about the law of attraction. And people don't understand what you mean when you say that the way that they're acting is a paradigm.
Mm-hmm.
And they will, it's like the most confusing word you've ever said. And honestly, I didn't understand what it was either. It was not something that I would use or that I would hear in an everyday conversations. I mean, I don't think that I've ever heard anybody prior to listening to Bob and reading about the law of attraction and that kind of stuff. I don't think I've ever heard that word really used. Have you?
I mean, maybe like a science fiction movie, or maybe like a fiction book that I read once upon a time. Like the phrase paradigm shift is in my mind right now, but I don't know where that would come from or how that even relates. But I mean, not very often for sure.
So the definition of paradigm to me, and I'm going to, you can give your definition if it's different than mine, but to me, it's a pattern of events that make up you. And that's the way that I look at everyone and everything now, because I understand that it's a programming that you have built into you. Is that how you feel about it too, or what would you add?
It's absolutely a programming. And I think the paradigm speaks to your consistent reaction to circumstance, right? So if like situation A happens and you react accordingly, that would be your paradigm. Like if you wake up and you're out of coffee, you get mad, that's a paradigm. Or if someone says something to you and it sends you off and changes your attitude for the rest of the day, that's a paradigm. These are reactions, sometimes subconscious, to your environment that you cannot control, or if you try to control, you will eventually slip back into kind of your programmed response.